more like a scorpion than anything else.
I think he's a cockroach.
I mean, he has a stinger.
He doesn't have a kill. Anyway, tanks are still the main priority. They do want to give away Grow. We saw Cole was like super effective with that Grow.
Yeah, really effective. I'm just really interested why Hellcrit is so highly prioritized for Geek Fam's side here, but
because it's actually high prioritized in this current meta. Because of his ultimate, the team fight phase is so important. So Hellcrit just does everything so well, right? His split push is good. His team fight is sort of okay because he can just off the likes and create a lot of havoc in between all the enemy members.
But would you expect it in first rotation? I don't think first rotation would be the best. I was expecting it towards second rotation as an optional.
Like you have Hyrif, like
yeah.
all those things are a little bit more. Claude as well. I think they need to take away another tank here.
No,
Selena.
they need to get rid of Hyrif.
I think they'll give away Hyrif.
Yeah, they'll give away Harif. They're willing to give away Harif.
This is a first pick Harif. They'll take Kaya and Akai.
That's probably a smarter option there. But Geek Fam hovering over. I don't know whether. I mean, yes, they do have to thing out. They need to pick out Harif, but I don't know whether Geek Fam might be overthinking this. Whether it's like, is this a bait? Is this?
Whoa! Wait a second. Last week.
I mean, Resurgence will be very happy to pick up Harif for themselves.
Nah, they gotta go for it. Harif blocks in. Over here, Selena still open, Kaya still open. Even Akai still open.
I think just both of the tanks. Both the necessary tanks. Minzatar and also the Kaya lock down the Harith. Make sure you have an entire strat dedicated to countering him, making sure he won't be able to play the game too much after level 4. Geek Fam, on the other hand, they still have access to Akai, which they probably will need.
It's gonna be Akai here and maybe a fighter here. Or do you think they'll take a Minotaur?
I do.
Akai Minotaur, two of the strongest team fight tanks.
Yeah, I wouldn't say that they would. Usually Geek Fam doesn't pick their offlaner in their first rotation, so I'm expecting that second rotation. So the quad is a little bit more expected here.
Greedy?
I don't think it's greedy just yet. It's very standard. They're gonna put Harith as their major mage. Then they're gonna have their carry. They're gonna have their Claude as their carry. A secondary backup plan in case everything goes wrong. And you have that scaling, so they're probably gonna lock in another tank on their side. Yep,
it's gonna be Selena. Very straightforward. You know about this now. Over here, what do you ban out? I would ban Hayabusa against Resurgence. They've shown that they can play that hero, and it just provides so much split push potential and so much split push ability.
I think, honestly, I would prefer if Geek Fam banned out Harley here, because usually Resurgence, they usually put Harley into that pseudo-marksman position, so if you cut that off, you force them to play a very standard game.
That's true. And one thing about Resurgence members is that they're very flexible. A lot of members can play a lot of heroes, so you don't know who's going on, but nope, they are going to stick with the real one. Minotaur?
Yeah, I think you kind of have. Oh, wait.
Damus.
Yeah, that's a pretty good ban. At least your offlaner is not going to have too much pressure.
Hayabusa. I still think this Haya pick is really good.
I mean, now more than ever, it's looking so good.
Yeah, because all the other fighters are taken out, right?
Yeah, they can't. I mean, Mardis is still on the table, but Hayabusa plays so well into him that it really doesn't matter.
Yeah, because Hayabusa, you can just clear the wave and you can be that team fight monster if you play correctly, right? We talked about this, different builds, but no, it's going to be the Kadita first. Full mage again.
I'm okay with this. We've done this before one time in some previous competitions, but
it didn't work out that well.
Yeah,
but they did have a really strong early lead, and this is the game plan that Resurgence wants. They want to play the early game.
I don't know. Does that mean that they're going to lock in the Aldius at the end?
No, they can't. They need to all in this early game, right?
They could. It's tough, but I think Geek Fam has a much easier lineup to set up.
And Harley Minotaur, Gato Kacha.
Alright, last couple of seconds. Are they really gonna lock this in? Huh? Looks like they are. I
like the Minotaur a little bit more though.
Yeah, I do like the Minotaur a little bit more.
Harley is fine. Harley's okay. Because that's fixed heroes, he needs that, but okay. This is a somewhat different draft from both teams. What do you think, Harsh? No. Early game. Yep, early game. It's 10 minutes. 10 minutes or bust.
10 minutes or bust.
Okay, let's if for those who know why is Jawhead so good? It's early game.
Even before level 4, he doesn't exactly need his ultimate. He can build into damage, not as effective as he used to be, but he's a decent fighter. But the great thing about him is that he can flicking people as well as making sure you get those cheeses. But I really want to see what these teams have to say to each other. Let's look at a little bit of a taunt video before we get into the match.
For Geek Fam, we'll destroy you like how we destroy you in Selangor Cyber Games.
To Resurgence, remember when I BM you guys on the stage. I do not stand by in the presence of clumsiness. don't underestimate us. We are the most advanced team in the
Okay, you might be really good in the meta. You gotta work on that trash talk.
I think they kind of took the high road on this one. Like,
I have to give it to Resurgence for the trash talk.
short, sweet, simple, yeah.
But everything matters. Land off Dawn as we load into it. This is game 1. Geek Fam against Resurgence, and count those retributions because 2 on the side of Geek Fam, 1 on the side of Selena. Look at that, Kadida with that Petrify.
And I really wanted to know whether they were going to go for that early cheese, but it doesn't look like they are going to use that draw head to push them out. But it looks like Mincetar is put into this side lane by himself for now.
That's an invade. Look, Claude and Akai is already going in, and they want to invade into that buff here. So
I think they're very prepared for this composition.
Yeah, they have an early game plan. Albi trying to play bodyguard. He does not have retribution. Who got it there? It is the Vix. He needs to back out. Now, retribution comes in. Swan is there. Swan is pretty low. Ken here as well. The Spear not gonna land onto anyone important, and they're just backing off. Burst play from Geek Fam, and oh no, RSG. They're falling apart. Swan is super low. One more auto attack. Vix gonna pick it up with the out of delivery. Jawhead coming in from the side. Aeon with the missiles as well. This is a long fight, and RSG are none the victors. They have to back out. Geek Fam coming in with a huge lead, but he's being the big play. He took another kill, but he did go down.
That's unfortunate. Now Aeon and Ken are both really chunked out here. You can see that Ripple is already getting ready for Jawhead's return. So if he does stick his nose out, he will take a lot of damage.
He's not level 4 yet, so he can't really do that much. But Ripple, this is just comfort at its maximum, right? No pressure. Got the crab. Gonna hit level 4, and once he sees that Jawhead, he's gonna be in at it.
Yeah, and now Lun is there to support Aeon as well, making sure that they don't get chunked out too quickly or give away a solo kill over. Out of all people, you don't want to give it over to Ripple because he will be able to transverse the map so quickly and get more picks, and it's only been 2 minutes into the game.
Yep, so far things are looking really good, and we talked about this early game calm. And hey ho, early game is not going well for Resurgence at the moment.
I think Geek Fam did really good counter maneuver, knowing that they would put Selena to do the buff by herself, take advantage of that bottom side, but it looks like they want to fight some more. Doesn't get the catch.
They can't. They need a level 4 here, Gideon.
I mean, Turtle is under contention.
They have to give it up, but Zorn, he does go in. Petrify is there. Swan does get caught up a little bit. Unbreakable does get charged up by Too Easy for Jazz, but they're just backing up. Zorn does get hooked up. Good pick off from Ken. That's gonna buy them a lot of time.
Yeah, and some big ultimates have been blown already. It looks like once they hit the level 4s, they will have quite an advantage, but we'll just have to see.
For now, things are at least level in terms of goal, only 500, and they stop the turtle, right? That's the most important thing.
I think in terms of what Resurgence should have done instead of trying to contest their buff is probably just go to the opposite side and take the opposite buff in response, because I mean, they're not going to lose too much off of that anyway, and I don't think they have enough team members to really respond to it, even if they run through the mid side, especially with Jawhead covering them.
I'm really interested in what Ken is going to build, but he needs to be careful. 3 members out here. Oh, good flicker into the ultimate. Ken read that like a book.
I mean, he predicted that so well, and he put himself in a great position, not too close to the edge where he in turret range, but does flicker just perfectly. But let's see who's gonna pick up this turtle. Looks like the contestation is gonna be hard.
Beautiful there, and Ken gets locked up. No more flicker this time around, and they pick up the kill on the Mincetar. RSG falling behind once again.
Yeah, and I think this is just it's hard to abuse, but you need to use Selena a little bit more, especially when you here's the catch.
Gets the catch, the knock up as well. That's gonna be the easy Q. Gotcha. He went for the ultimate out of the garden into the hands of RSG. Petrifies that he's a little bit tanky. Can't really kill him off. The stun does land, but they're diving a little bit too deep, and they get killed off as well. Jab still alive. Meanwhile, while all these things are happening, bottom lane just getting pushed on here. Geek Fam, tempo advantage, rotations advantage.
Yeah, and right now I think Resurgence need to slow down the tempo a little bit more, but they're going to try and take this top turret as quick as possible just to even out the gold, and that's going to be great for them. However, what is the next course of action? You can see that Lun is playing around the top side a lot more, even though Turtle is the objective to be contesting for.
That's true, but the Turtle is still 1 minute away, so he needs to just build a lot of pressure. I think what Resurgence wants to do is to just keep on pressuring that top side, right? Geek Fam, they just need to stick. Remember, they have a much stronger team fight composition.
That's also true, but I feel like Resurgence should be trying to push into the bottom side jungle.
Like clockwork, dude.
Yeah. I mean, the trap's being set up by Selena. I mean, you gotta put it into the bottom side jungle. That's the objective you want to contest. Ooh, doesn't get caught.
Quick fingers. Meanwhile, though, mid lane Zorn forced to use a Hurricane. Now that's like big ultimate. I think they'll get the trade there for the top and bottom turrets.
And I think that it definitely fits Geek Fam a lot more, but so far so good. Both sides are quite happy trading objectives for now, but I think that Geek Fam is slowly going to edge it out every single time because they cleared their bot side jungle as well. So they're going to come out with a little bit more gold and a buff, but it doesn't look like there's going to be any punishment for it.
Turtle
Are
resurrecting
they trying to contest on this? They're going to get caught out here. You guys can see Jab coming in, unbreakable flicker. Swan with the ultimate onto dominance, but where is the ultimate? Cat comes in. There is no damage. There's no follow-up. RSG just went into the death brush, and now they're falling like flies. A beautiful unbreakable taunted up. Sword comes in, and that's what you call a picture-perfect moment. The wobble combo came true.
Oh my goodness, too easy for Jebs. He positioned himself so well. The rest of the team was grouped up. He was hiding in the brush. Manages to get one heck of a taunt on multiple members, making sure that there wasn't any follow-up and the easy clap coming in from Geek Fam, wiping the rest of the team.
Hey ho, Geek Fam. Let's look at this play. What? Too far.
Too far. Too easy for Jebs. Just lock two people down.
Yeah, great play. Tweeter that MVP at the moment in this early stage, and we talked about this in the early game of the drop.
Yep.
10 minutes or bust. This is counting down for Resurgence here. 5,000 goalie towards Geek Fam already. They are looking good.
Yeah, 5k goalie. That's so large, especially at 6 minutes into the game. They've got quite a decent EXP lead as well, considering most of their members are at an average of level 8 compared to level 7s all across the board on Resurgence's side.
Resurgence, what do you do? What do you do here, Kaden?
I think at this point, Resurgence are looking. They need to use. Use Selena a lot better with those traps. They want to set up fights rather than respond to these fights.
Oh, please! Oh, a little bit overstepping his boundaries. Let's go down the hands of Aeon, tag teaming up with Swan. But this means Geek Fam has the rotational advantage in this bottom lane, and Ken will get focused down by the Hurricane. Now, does he have any chance to use Ultimate? No. And the rest of RSG came in for the cavalry, but they are the ones getting caught out. Out of the Garden goes in deep, but Albi, he's still staying alive. He does have the rock face. Breath of the Ocean is there. He will go down. Meanwhile, RSG winning the team fight. At least it is a 2-for-2 exchange overall, but Aeon gets the split push in that top side.
Yeah, I don't think this is exactly the best trade in the world, and a bit of an overextension from Geek Fam. They probably could have gotten a little bit more and responded to Aeon as well if they didn't decide to overextend, because they already pushed Albi out. He was too low. He had to heal. Then he can come back. In that amount of time, you could send a member down to top side and then still potentially put some damage into that inhibitor, or even rotate to mid.
So far, a little bit of over-eagerness coming up from Geek Fam. You know, they know they're in the lead. They think they have this advantage. You know, it's good to see that they have that confidence, but they need to play it disciplined, and that's exactly what they're doing. Waiting for catches.
Item builds coming up from both of these sides. I mean, both Jawhead and Minstar are going into that fighter off roll. Claude, oh my goodness, Claude has 7 kills.
Ken's dead already. Oh, that is huge. But at least Galukacha also burned his ultimate, so they are just resorting to a split push comp now. Aeon just constantly pushing on that side lane, but this is desperation at its finest for Resurgence.
Yeah, this is a little too much, because right now Minstar can't really clear waves as you would like it to. Jawhead, he does a little bit faster than Minstar, but it's nothing compared to like a Leomord or a Thalmus or even a Hayabusa in these cases. It's going to be a lot slower than you would think. They're not too far behind in gold. 6k, one team fight could do it, but they really need to get the key targets here. They need to be able to kill Dominus. They need to be able to kill Feast.
Look at the damage from Ripple. That's insane. That's just one poker tree, and he's forced out almost 60% health now.
I mean, just look at their DPSers. All of them are at level 11 compared to level 9s across the board.
Not even one member is double digits here.
Oh, it's really different. This is honestly, I would say that the game is pretty much in Geek Fam's hands, but they could easily throw the game if they accidentally overextend, especially if they're trying to make a big play around the inhibitor turrets without Lord.
They just need to understand what they need to do, and is this a Lord? Oh, just like you said, man, clockwork at its finest. Bait out for a little bit.
Oh, I think they're absolutely baiting this out. However, bottom side isn't exactly, they know where Harley is, so they can see that this is a potential for...
No. That's it. That's the trigger. That's the goal. Oh, that's a huge pick off. Your hands is in your head. But Aeon might be getting caught out as well. He does have the ejector, gets a little bit of a movement speed buff, but oh my god, the whole fam is here, and they are coming in for some help. But meanwhile, Lord is getting focused as well. Aeon buying a lot of time actually for his team. He's still going, he's still trying his best. He does go into Fix, good amount of damage, burns his Aegis, but this Lord is the main thing. I don't think Resurgence can do anything about this.
No, they have to just give this up unless they can go for a big steal here, because I think Resurgence. Let's look at the items. Who has Retribution? Does Selena have Retribution?
Yeah, it's Selena. Lun.
Oh, this is it. Make it or break it.
Nope, not even clear, not even close. The arrow gonna land. Does it gonna be that? No. There goes the Retribution. Lord goes over to Geek Fam, and everything is going according to plan.
I think this is basically the end game push coming in from Geek Fam here. Resurgence really not looking too up to shape against this current Geek Fam, who somehow have pushed up so far ahead, and are somehow dedicating a lot of gold and a lot of kills into the right people. Look at Feeks. Where did he get 7 kills from? How did Dominus get 4? I mean, a couple of them were picks, but 7 kills on Feeks?
It was a top lane fight. Top lane fight, really influential. And Jabs, oh my god, this is the taunt right here. I don't know if he knows, but he's just playing with their minds. It's like, yeah, I'm here. Hey, but
Hey, it's just me.
I'm gonna walk in. I'm gonna walk out. Hey ho!
Really trying to bait something out or a response, but I think the rest of his team is doing a really good job as to getting pressure. Oh no!
Time after time after time, but here comes the Yasuka's ultimate as well. They are diving in a little bit deep. Feeks though does get caught out here. They need to be careful, Geek Fam. They do not want to overstep their boundaries. Albi still staying alive by the skin of his teeth, but it's a 1-for-1 exchange. However, Geek Fam can take every single objective. Free-fall playing with full confidence. He is showing his full worth in this game.
Yeah, I mean, he has shown some skill. Oh, Aeon goes down. Cannon is also going to get caught as well, even with the flicker.
Hey, Malaysians like one thing the most, and that's freebies, and that was one freebie at its finest. Albi doing what he can to save this game, but it's basically nothing because Geek Fam is running riot. They are killing 1, they are killing 2. They are not satisfied with the win. They want to send a message, and they did. Game 1 going over to the fam.
Ooh, Geek Fam coming up on top. In game 1, Geek Fam take the victory, looking real good and benefiting so much